Today in Bible videos, we're gonna learn about the story of Moses and the Tabernacle. Are you ready to hear the story? Let's get started. When Moses was on Mount Sinai, God gave him instructions to build a place where he could live among them. It was to be called a tabernacle made of materials that could be packed up and moved as they traveled through the wilderness. Expensive metals, fine wood, leather, rich clothes, dyed threads, wood, and precious stones would be needed to make the tabernacle. The Egyptians had given the Hebrew slaves expensive gifts when they left Egypt, but would they be prepared to give a share of these to God? When he came down the mountain, Moses told everyone, saying, God wants those who are willing to bring their gifts to build a tabernacle. We need precious metals and stones, strong wood, linen, and cloth. We also need skilled workers. They bought jewelry and objects made of gold, silver, bronze, ram skins, leather, and precious woods. People were happy to give fine linen, goat hair, and expensive threads in blue, purple, and scarlet. Others gave olive oil, spices, and precious stones. God told Moses that Bezaleel and Oholiab, two fine craftsmen, should be put in charge of the work. They were filled with the Spirit of God to be good in all the skills they needed to design artistically with metals, wood, and other materials. Other skilled workers joined them to make everything that God required. Every morning, people kept coming to bring their gifts. Soon they had more than they needed, and Moses told them to stop giving. In God's plan, there was to be a large courtyard, and there were 20 posts down the longer side and 10 down the shorter sides, each made of wood with a bronze base, silver hooks, and silver top. Finely twisted linen curtains were made to go between these posts. The entrance of the tabernacle was always to be pitched facing east. Curtains of finely embroidered blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen were made for the entrance. Inside the courtyard, the tabernacle would stand. A strong wood frame was built and 4 covers to go over it were made. First, there was fine embroidered linen, then a layer of goat's hair. Over that was a layer of ram skin dyed red. On top was a cover made with a bluish animal skin. The tabernacle was to be divided into 2 rooms separated by a thick veil of fine linen embroidered with figures of angels in blue, purple, and scarlet. Only priests would be allowed to enter the holy place. And no one would be allowed behind the veil into the most holy place, apart from the high priest. He would enter it once a year to bring the blood of a sacrificed animal to make peace with God for their sins. And the only object made to go inside the most holy place was an ark made of precious wood covered in gold. The cover, that is the mercy seat, was made of pure gold with 2 cherubim facing each other, whose wings met and spread over the cover. It was over this cover the very presence of God would be. Golden poles and a cover were made for the priest to lift and move the ark on their travels. A table made of a precious wood covered in gold was made for the holy place. It too had golden poles to carry it. It had plates, dishes, and bowls all made of gold. Placed on the table each week were 12 loaves of bread representing the 12 tribes of Israel. A lampstand with 7 branches made of pure gold was made to light up the holy place. And a third bit of furniture for the holy place was a golden altar. Priests would use this to burn incense every morning and evening to make a pleasing aroma to God. so that the priest could wash their hands and feet before they served God in the tabernacle, a large bronze wash basin was made. It was to be placed in the courtyard in front of the holy place. And a square altar of a precious wood covered with bronze was made to go in the courtyard. At each corner was a bronze horn, and it had golden carrying handles. The altar would be used for people to bring a male animal without defect, whether it be cattle or sheep or goats, and they would put their hand on the animal just as you see in this picture, and it was being offered for them to make peace with God. The animal would be sacrificed and its blood sprinkled on the altar. This shed blood made it possible for God to forgive them for the wrong things they had done. The animal would then be burned on the altar. Garments for the priest were made of white linen. A special garment was made for the high priest Aaron, and it had blue sleeveless tunic. Bells of pure gold were sewn around the hem with woven pomegranates between them. When the high priest went into the most holy place, those outside could hear the bells as he moved around and know he was still alive. And over the robe, a richly embroidered ephod of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet was worn. It was made in 2 pieces joined together at the shoulders with golden clasps. Each clasp was set with an engraved onyx stone. On his head, the high priest wore a turban made of fine linen, which was bound around the head in coils. And on the front of the turban, on Aaron's forehead, attached by a blue lace ribbon, was a golden plate engraved, "Holy to the Lord." And a special breastplate was made for the high priest. It had 12 precious stones, each one engraved with the name of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. When everything was ready, the tabernacle was built in the middle of the camp with 3 tribes on every side. The tabernacle furniture was put in position. And Moses placed the 2 tablets of stone containing God's laws into the ark and put the cover over it. When everything was finished and Aaron and his son had washed and put on their robes, the glory of God filled the tabernacle. The cloud of God was over it by day, and the fire of God every night. When the cloud lifted, the Israelites would dismantle the tabernacle and travel on through the wilderness. They would make camp and assemble it again. God's presence remained with them wherever they were. The end. And I hope you had fun learning the story of Moses and the tabernacle. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Bible videos. Bye.